Alright y'all, welcome back to the channel. The playoffs are finally here. I am so excited. We got some good games last night and I'm here to talk about them. And I'm actually hoping that I can upload daily on this channel for you guys throughout the whole entire playoffs. I'm not gonna make any promises. But I'm hoping that I can make uploads and post-game recaps for the majority of the playoffs. But let's start right here. So don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe, and let's get straight into the content. And it's kind of funny because I took notes for every single game last night besides one game, and it was the last game of the day. The Sacramento Kings versus the Golden State Warriors, and my God, was it one of the greatest games that I've seen in a while. The stakes couldn't have been any higher. The Sacramento Kings haven't been in the playoffs for 16 seasons. You got De'Aaron Fox dropping 38 points. You got Malik Monk off the bench dropping 32. The beam was fucking lit. It was an amazing game to watch, and the Warriors, they didn't let up either. And it really felt like no matter what Curry was doing out there, his shot was just going to fall. I know that they stuck Davion Mitchell on him whenever they were both in the game together, but that didn't really slow him down that much. I'm gonna be honest with you. Curry still shot 11 for 20 from the field. He still had 30 points on the night, and throughout crunch time, he was absolutely great. He was amazing. Granted, he did miss the last shot. It happens. It's okay, but that doesn't really take away from the fact that he was very good the whole entire game. And there's actually three players that I want to give flowers to. It's Andrew Wiggins, Draymond Green, and especially Kevon Looney for the defense that they were playing on Domantas Sabonis. They had that man struggling out there, bro. He was starving for a bucket. He could not put that hole in the basket. He could not put that ball in the basket at all. And genuinely speaking, it really felt like every single time Domantas Sabonis touched that ball, he was scared to even shoot it, bro. He tried his hardest. He tried backing down Kevon Looney. He tried backing down Draymond Green, but it was a good contest every single time, and it was never a foul until the fourth quarter, because every single time somebody drove into the lane, it was a foul. And the reason why I say that is because Kevon Looney could not keep his hands to himself, neither could Draymond. It was just a foul after foul after foul after foul, and there was nothing that the Warriors could do about it. And I feel like that ultimately costed them the game, because this man Malik Monk was getting to the rim like he was LeBron and drawing fouls like he was Austin Reeves, man. I mean, come on. But I generally do think that in game two, if they're able to cut down their turnovers and cut down their fouls, they could actually walk away out of Sacramento with a win, splitting the series going back to the Chase Center. But switching over to the Sacramento Kings, man, they got the win. They were down basically the whole entire game to the Golden State Warriors. The most that they were down was like, I believe 10 points, but they ended up crawling back because of De'Aaron Fox's play. Trey Lyles actually had 10 in the third quarter. He had 16 in total. And I think he brought that offensive spark that this Sacramento Kings team actually needed, because in the fourth quarter, Malik Monk came out swinging, bro. He ended the game with 32 points off their bench, and this is the exact thing that they need. I'm pretty sure we're going to see more of Malik Monk down the stretch than we are of Kevin Huerter in these next few games. I am anticipating that, because Kevin Huerter was absolute dog shit today, bro. He was really fucking bad. He was really bad. And I understand that sometimes shooters, they have these type of games, but in a game one situation, bro, you cannot be playing like this. You can't. If you want to win this series, you cannot be hooping like this, bro. But let's talk about the play of De'Aaron Fox real quick, because he was absolutely amazing down the stretch, as you expect from him, because he, in my personal opinion, is the clutch player of the year. He gave you 38 points tonight, 5 assists on 13 for 27 shooting. He was taking every single shot, but the thing is, he needed to take every single shot because Domantas Sabonis wasn't there, Kevin Huerter wasn't there, which I don't expect to happen throughout the whole entire series, but he stepped up in their absence. And it didn't really matter, because whoever they were throwing at him, whether it was GP2, whether it was Andrew Wiggins, they actually had Clay on him at one point. It does not matter. Whoever you throw at him, it's going to be cooking time, bro. They was on a grill. Let's be real with ourselves now. And the Sacramento Kings end up squeaking out of game one with a W. I personally did not expect them to win this game, because they were losing the whole entire time, and I did not expect the Warriors to keep their foot off the gas. And another person who was actually making timely buckets was Jordan Poole. He didn't really have that good of a game. I mean, he only took 10 shots, but the shots that he was making, they were timely buckets, and I was like, alright, bro, you got it. But the Sacramento Kings ended up winning by 3. They go up 1-0, hoping that they can win, going 2-0 back to Chase Center. That's exactly what I want from them. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. As much as I love Curry, as much as I love Clay, as much as I love Draymond, they can win as many championships as they want. With this series, I'm a hater. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a hater. I'm a certified hater of the Golden State Warriors, bro. But yeah, let's talk about the next game before I go off the rails. The New York Knicks and the Cleveland Cavaliers. And I really want to talk about the Cavs before I talk about the New York Knicks, because I have more to say about the Cavs and the Knicks. You did have Donovan Mitchell. He had 38 points, 8 assists, but it really wasn't enough. He tried to put this team on his back. He took like 30 shots last night, and that was only because nobody else was really stepping up besides him on the offensive side and on the defensive side. He was really bringing it on the defensive side, man. His defense that he was playing on RJ Barrett, holding him just for 2 to 12. It was actually just a treat to watch. And the thing is, down the stretch, he had like 10 of their 12 last points, bro. He was trying to do it all. And here's the thing. Evan Mobley, he was very good on one side of the basketball. His defense was very good the whole entire night, but his offense was just not there at all. I think he shot like 5 for 14. He didn't show up, and I feel like the bench didn't show up as well. And here's a knock that I do have on some of this Cavaliers teams. Number one, they don't really have the experience that you would like in a playoff team. I mean, the only playoff experience that you really do have is Donovan Mitchell, if you really do think about it. Kind of Ricky Rubio. I mean, he played in the first round in 2017, 2018 season. And you do have Cedi Osman to an extent, but nobody really stepped up. And I feel like the number one person who should have stepped up in the bench's absence is Darius Garland. He did have 17 points last night, but I feel like he should have shot the ball more. We all know that this man can facilitate. We know he can find the open man, but we also know that he can shoot the ball. We also know that this man had a 50-point game at the beginning of the season. We do know that he can get to the rack. We know that he can score the basketball. So he needs to be doing that whenever his bench is not showing up, because if that's the case, then Donovan Mitchell is going to be taking all the damn shots, and we do not need that. That's not a good recipe to actually go on to the next round. And if the Cavaliers continue playing like this, I do not see them actually making it past the New York Knicks. And the Knicks just stole home court advantage from them. I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of an ugly win for the New York Knicks because not everybody played to the potential that they could have played at. Julius Randle only shot 7 for 20, although he did look sort of good. Jalen Brunson, he started off the game with 3 fouls. He had foul trouble in the beginning of the game. It was not looking good for them. But when the second half hit, my man turned up. I'm trying to tell y'all. Let me tell y'all something. Because I told my friends 3 years ago that this right here could have been Jalen Brunson. They laughed at me. I feel like I was genuinely the only person who feels like Jalen Brunson could have been this. I saw the potential in the March Madness tournament in 2018. I knew that he could be this. But the only flaw that I had is like he's a short guard. Let's be honest. He's a short guard. We did not expect him to actually be performing like this. I mean, most people didn't. But that second half, he turned it up and he carried this team on his back, ladies and gentlemen. He did everything he could to get this team to win, and he got it. And Josh Hart did step up as well. He had 17 points, 10 rebounds, shot 8 for 11 on a fucked up ankle. I think he hurt himself in the game, but he still gave you really good production. And so did Isaiah Hartenstein. He was playing really good backup minutes. I like to see that. That's the things that I like to see. Those dirty work centers just coming in there, giving you very, very good production. And that is exactly what I saw from Isaiah Hartenstein, Josh Hart, Obi Toppin, and the rest of the guys whose names aren't Emmanuel Quickley and RJ Barrett. But the New York Knicks got the win. They're up 1-0, and they actually have a chance to go up 2-0 going back to Madison Square Garden. Now, that right there is a scary sight for the Cleveland Cavaliers, man. They do not want that to happen. And these last 2 games were pretty much predictable, and they were blowouts as well. The 76ers got a win over the Nets, and the Celtics absolutely shat on the Atlanta Hawks. We're going to talk about both of them, but briefly. The only reason why the Philadelphia 76ers actually won this game was because they were hitting their 3 like crazy. They had a playoff high 21 threes made, and I don't really think they're going to be able to do that every single game this series to shut out the Brooklyn Nets. Let's be honest with ourselves, man. It was an anomaly. It was an anomaly. James Harden had a very good game. He had 23 points, 13 assists. Joel Embiid was kind of struggling a little bit, only because they were doubling him every single time he touched the ball. However, his defense was great. He was still able to give you 26 points, and his teammates stepped up as well. You had Maxey hitting timely buckets down the stretch. You had James Harden actually being engaged on defense, which is crazy to say. And for example, this man took a charge up 15 in the 4th quarter. Never seen James Harden do that before, which I'm going to give props where it's due. But the one thing I do want to talk about is James Harden. His 3 was falling effortlessly, but when he was driving to the rack, it wasn't resulting in points. It was not resulting in points at all. And I feel like the Nets need to tackle that in game 2, because I don't think James Harden's 3 is going to be able to fall like that throughout the whole entire series, as I mentioned previously. But moving on to the Nets, their supporting cast, you can tell that they did not come prepared for this game at all, outside of Cam Johnson and Mikal Bridges. That's it. That's really it. They did have a good defensive scheme against Joel Embiid, doubling him every single time he touched the ball. Definitely felt at the beginning of the game, and they definitely set a precedent for how this series is going to go. However, they're going to need to come with more firepower than what they came with in this game 1 to actually take a game on the road. They were giving up a lot of points off turnovers. I did see that there were a lot of open guys on defense, which they need to do something about that, because they were getting broken down every single goddamn half-court set. It was crazy, bro. It was so insane. But the Sixers ended up getting an easy win. Let's see if they can do it again. Let's go on to the Celtics versus the Atlanta Hawks, which I don't even really want to spend that much time on. The Celtics basically had a perfect half, besides giving up so many damn offensive rebounds. Other than that, they basically had this game on lock. The Atlanta Hawks, they tried their best to have that little fake comeback, which I really was not watching, but be honest, that shit was melatonin. I'm not gonna lie, I shut my eyes a little bit. I'm not gonna hold you. They did end up cutting the lead down to 13, which kind of made me a little bit scared, but obviously my Boston Celtics, they held it down and they got the win. I'm pretty sure that this is going to be a sweep if the Atlanta Hawks continue playing like this. If Trae Young continues to visit Alcatraz, then don't expect the Atlanta Hawks to even take a game if they continue playing like this. But that's all I got for y'all today. This video was a little weird. I'm not really used to doing these post-game recaps, but I feel like throughout the playoffs, I'm going to get better at it. But that's all I got for y'all today. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, and I'm out. Peace.